Hi, it's Karen. I'm the CEO of IHR Advisory Services, and I want to take a moment to give you a warm welcome and to go over all of the details that you need to have as a new client. First off, you're going to receive a welcome email from the lead member assigned to your file on my team. And it's going to go over everything that we need from you to get started on the IHR health check. We're going to be very mindful about making the best use of your time. So we're going to get started going through all of that information before we set a time to meet with you to ask for any details that might not be in the background information that you send us. Don't worry if you don't have all of the information on that list. It's very common that you're not going to have everything in place. That's why you're hiring us. So just take a look and see and send us what you have. We'll cover off what you don't have in a brief discussion with you where we're going to ask all of the information that we need to complete that audit. Once the audit is complete, we're going to be sending you a very succinct report that will show you where you are compliant, some areas where you might not be compliant, and what you're going to need in order to meet your business objectives. We're going to identify those priorities for you and engage you in a dialogue about where we might begin. We're also going to do a deep dive on your culture in your organization. That is incredibly important as we make some decisions around the priorities that we're seeing in that HR audit, and also where we might help you take your organization to the next level. We're your lifeline. So we're going to be doing all of the heavy lifting, and we are going to be engaging you in a weekly meeting where you're going to be asked to make some decisions about the different options that we're going to be presenting to you. So that's options in terms of approaches in the policies, in the procedures, and that's all going to be aligning to your business objectives. We're going to give you key options for you to choose from. Obviously, we're going to be recommending the one that we think is the best one, but you're in the driver's seat. You're making the decisions. This is your organization, and we're here to support you and stand by you every single step of the way. On a monthly basis, you're going to get to meet with me or my Chief Operating Officer. We're going to be going through a monthly status update meeting with you. So we're checking in to make sure that the timelines and the deliverables that we've committed to, that we're achieving them in a timely basis, and also that we're making room in that project plan for life to happen. Let's face it, we're working with people, and we need to be able to be agile and make those adjustments as things change in your organization and in the context in which your organization is operating. Throughout this engagement, we become your outsourced HR team. Anything that happens in your organization that you need HR advice and support on, whether it's at the strategic level or the operational level, or something that's just hit the fan on a day-to-day basis, we're going to be there for you, and we're going to make adjustments to ensure that we're taking that into consideration and we're providing you the advice and support that you need. Now, that's going to mean that there's a time commitment from you and from us, so we're going to need to be making adjustments to that project plan as we go forward, and we're going to be keeping you updated every single step of the way. There's one other thing that I want to share with you that we're really excited about, and that's the client portal that you're going to have access to. This is resource at your fingertips, and that client portal is going to be incredibly engaging. Resources at your fingertips. What do I mean by that? Well, there's going to be tips about what's going on in the current context in the world of work. What do you need to be taking into consideration in order to stay ahead of those complex things that are hitting your organization and many other organizations? We're going to have live, interactive panels where you're going to engage with our experts and you're going to be able to ask questions about different aspects that are important to your organization your people and different activities in your HR program. You're also going to be able to learn and read about very specific areas of your HR program. There's going to be a calendar of events that you're going to want to take into consideration as you're planning and sustaining your HR program that we're delivering for you. This is going to be a simple and intuitive portal for you to access for knowledge that you need just in time. So how do you reach us? First off, if there's something urgent, please feel free to email your lead directly, but also CC the info@ihradvisoryservices.ca email inbox. We want to make sure that we're always monitoring what you need. If your lead happens to be in a meeting and not able to respond immediately, the rest of the team is watching and waiting to take good care of you and your team. Of course, you can always reach us by phone. Call us at 613-686-6364, and the company directory will lead you to the IHR team member that you want to speak with. Once again, I want to take this time to say thanks so much. We're so excited to be on this journey with you. Thanks for your trust in us, and we'll see you soon.